alliteration helps. Let's see. Close. All right. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Hi, everybody. Hi, anybody who's out there. Yes, I'm going live. It has been, I would say it's been a while since I've done a live. So, yeah. What have you been up to? Twisting, I hope. I hope that you guys are all finding this day well for you. Um, This is live, so I don't know what's gonna come out of my mouth, but I'm just sitting here and went on to my. Hi, Judy. Good. Well, it's afternoon. It's about 10 of 1. So hi, how are you? Um, it's been a while, and I popped onto YouTube and I saw a couple comments, so I wanted to get to those comments and respond. So I did that, and then I went back into my page, and I feel so honored that there are so many of the viewers who are interested in trying out Onlytrees, or wiretree, I should say wiretrees, and most of my videos are all with the loop system that I use constantly. So that's a little bit different. So if you're here for the first time, or if you have been watching the videos that I've put together for the past 9 years now, if you go way back into into those videos, you'll see, I'm sure, a change from me not even knowing what I was really doing to progressively moving forward and learning this whole tech stuff to to be out there with you guys. So and it's just like what you've been doing. If you've never done wire art of any kind before, and you're looking for that channel where you can be inspired from, I hope that you found the one that absolutely helps you. So it's, you start from the beginning and you just move forward step by step each day, and you build that knowledge and the no like, okay, I'm trying to think of the right words. The support groups that you're looking for, the confidence builds, and before you know it, you have created something that you can be really, really proud of. We all have to start somewhere. So this is fantastic. Um, so I'm sitting here with, of course, in my chair, and this is what I do most of the time. So what I have in my bucket today are my leaves. You've seen me do leaves before. I use the teal, the peridot, the army green, and I think that I've mentioned this before, the regular green. So I did change up my technique a little bit. I went from a 22 gauge to a 24 gauge, using those wires to create the loops, and then from the loops, pulling the loops open and then pulling them to what they look like here. And then I'm looking for the piece that I'm working on right now. I take it the next step and I make those leaves a little bit smaller and denser, so now I have this effect. And because I'm creating a tree entity today, I wanted the smaller crimped leaves. So that's what I'm working on. So I hope you get your beverage. I finished my last cup of coffee, so now I'm on my water. Get your beverage, sit back. I'll twist with you for a little while and see what happens from there. What we'll just see what goes on. All right, so I'm starting at the feet. How did I do this? This is so hard for me to go into details. This is more like let the fingers do the twisting. I can tell you how I started it, and then you just let your fingers flow through and create what you're looking for. But starting out for this side, this is probably about 8 inches right now. It'd probably be about 11 inches till I add the branches, the leaves on here. So this is all with 22 gauge wire, and I used bronze, brown, and amber 22 gauge wires to get the thickness that I was looking for the body. I used 240 strands. So that's a lot of wire, but then it gives me the detail and the strength that I need for this to stand up and have the stability, because this tree entity, the tree is going to be all around. So I want it to be stable when it's complete. So there's quite a few hours to put this whole thing together, but I thought I'd sit here for a little while with you guys and see what happens. I don't know what happens after I turn this video off, if it goes live onto YouTube for everyone else to see, or if I have to go into the back office and figure that out to post it so that it can be seen and shared with everybody that subscribes onto this channel. If you are interested and this is your first time popping in, my name is Carol, artist of Onlytrees. I'm working on a tree entity today. I'm glad to be here with all of you. 1,466 followers. That melts my heart. That just shows that the inspiration is out there, and that's what I want to do. Just share inspiration that there's so many things that we can do with wire, and this is just one thing. I'm just one artist that has one idea, and I'm just sharing that idea with all of those who are interested. So if this is something that you like, hit that subscribe button, and right next to that subscribe button is the bell button. If you hit that bell button, then you can get all of the notifications. You just never know when this old lady is gonna pop on, sit and twist with you. I love coffee in the morning. I drink coffee, and most of my hours during the week are to do prepping. And when I get enough prepping done, then I really dig in and put my trees together. All right, a little bit of quiet, and we'll see what happens here. So, if you have any questions while I am on here, throw them out at me. I don't know if I'm going to see them, but I'm sure I will after the fact, and I can try to answer those questions for you a little bit later. So, all right. Looking down, I'm looking down at my tree entity, and I am adding my leaves to the different areas that I have pulled apart to make this tree entity, making branches if you like those kind of things, and you do some research and search, you can find all kinds of ideas and creativity on tree entities. And um, it's just a fun thing to make, because every single one's got like a different personality. So, and you can make it all your own then. All right, almost finished with this one branch, and I'll show you. Okay, so this is just one finished branch, and I'll show you how I put that together. So this is coming out of the leg. All right, I had 6 pieces of wire that I pulled out of the leg as I was creating the leg. So there's 6 pieces of the 22 gauge, all right? And then I took one of my loop systems that I have, and instead of using the center one, there's five leaves here. Instead of taking the center one, I just took the one number 4. So number 4 is in my V. This gives me different lengths. Let me drop that. It gives me different lengths for my branches. Sometimes you want a long branch, sometimes you need a shorter branch. So this is the first, let me spread it out a little bit. There you go. This is the first leaf, and in my V, right there, that is the second, third, fourth, and fifth. So it's building up. So those are my extensions. That's just one branch. I've got this tiny little branch sticking out. This is on his foot. Okay. And I'm going to cut that excess off. And I do recycle all of my cut-offs. If it's this small, it goes into a bin. If it's any larger than 3 inches long, then I put that into a different bin, because I can always find something to do with the wire that's 3 inches or longer. All right, so that's what I got so far. Now I've got another one here that's on his foot. And so I think what I'm gonna do there is take one of my branches, and I'm only going to use 3. All right, so I'm going to cut that. And I'm going to add that to where the foot is. And for this one, this is the next branch I'm working on. This is in the foot area. There's my V. Okay. I'm going to take this 3 that I have here, and I'm going to take this center one here, and I'm going to put it into the V that is here. So you'll have 2 branches coming up. So that's what I'm going to do there. Takes time to twist. But for some of us, we know it's very calming. I mean, normally in the background, I'd have TV on, or music on, or I'd have the audiobook playing and listening to someone read to me while I twist. But because I'm live on here, YouTube, I turned all that off, so it's a little quiet. All right. cutting that excess off. Okay. It's hard. Like, I don't know if you guys are getting the effect, the same effect that I am. All right. So this is the branch that I just did here. My center leaf and then the two coming up. All right, so that's one. Okay, this one here that I have my finger on, I did that before I came on YouTube. That one only has two. Okay, and that's on the foot. And then the one that you saw me do just a little bit ago, that one is 5. So cutting these pieces up on how you want to use them. You can use the whole thing, or you can, you know, cut into them and use your longer branches, or even if you're doing an add-on. Say you're doing a tree and you decide to go with this idea. You can always, if you have a lot of wire, say let's say you have a branch coming out of the tree and it has 8 pieces of wire, and you use 4 on each side, so 4, 4, and then your V, and then you put this into the V and twist upward, but you still have 4 pieces of wire on each side. Okay, go with me here. Now push that 4 away, but you still have 4 pieces of wire with this at the end of it. So you twisted in 8, you came up, you have 4 pieces of wire. You're going to split those 4, so now you have 2, with this being in the center. Now take those 2, grab another piece, put this into the 2 wires on each side and twist upward. That gives you a really long branch with leaves on it. So it's really how you're envisioning the tree that you want to create. You can always add on to your branches as long as you've got wire extensions. So, all right, enough talking. I'll go back to a little bit more twisting. I've got a lot of wire here on my on the feet. I got a lot of wire on my feet. Yeah, I do. No, I don't. No, I don't. All right, so let me talk a little bit about when I talk about anchors. Most of the bases I use are wood, so I'm drilling holes into the wood for stabilizing my root system. For this particular, it's the feet of the tree entity, but I always make anchors for where the wood is going to be attached to the base, if it's a regular tree root system or something like this. So, and I don't use add-on wire. I just take wire that I'm working with and then twist a couple of different anchors. So on this foot, this is just 1 foot here, I've got 3 anchors. These are just extensions that are going to go into the wood for stabilization. And then I've got 3 over here on this side. And these will be cut shorter. They're just twisted in. It's just the angle then. All right, so I've got a branch on the other foot, so I'm going to work on that. But this one's going to be a short one too, because the feet just want a little bit of greenery. on the feet of the tree entity. All right. Well, the green, I thought I only picked out two, which was the leftover branch, but this has three on it. So this one is a little bit longer, and I did this one even a little bit different. So I'll show you this also. I didn't go from the center on this one. I took it right from the very first branch. So there's one, two, three on that foot. So it slowly comes together. Now I've got a branch coming from, this is the back of the body. I've got a set of wires here. I've got three branches in the back here. So basically it's just, you know, what your fingers have done. Let your fingers do the twisting. This branch here is in the front. This one is in the front. So I'm going to do these branches here. All right. So, anyway. What is your favorite thing about twisting wire? Is it something you do research on and say, oh, I want to try to make that? Or is it, do you just let your fingers do the twisting and see what comes up? For me, I love when I get the chance to play and just let the fingers do the twisting, not putting too much thought process into it. Some of the coolest trees that I really like and that are really hard for me to give up are those that are just, you know, you're twisting, you're watching a really good movie on TV, and all of a sudden you've got this wild branch come out and you're twisting it. And then, you know, you go into the other direction, and those are a couple short ones. And you just don't know how it's going to turn out. Or you might be working on the trunk system and you're just really getting into twisting. You've got some aggravation build up inside, and you just twist the heck out of that trunk. And other times it's just a nice calming build up, and you're doing a flow through on the tree. It's like every single tree that is created by every single person, the energy buildup that's inside us, it makes every single tree completely original from someone else's. So there's no wrong way to create wired trees. And I had a class over the weekend, and it was three ladies, and every tree came out completely different, and that's I absolutely love, because it's the excitement, the energy, the twisting effect that they they all turned out beautiful. I mean, you know, and then what really helps is the attitude, you know, the smiles, and the little bit of finger pain, which makes you just go in and twist a little bit harder, because this isn't going to stop me. You just go for it. Ouch. And you're shedding blood a little bit, but you still dig in and you still twist, you still twist that wire. So it's all fun. It's all fun. Very, very calming. Um, so, all right. Back to work, Carol. I think I'll show you what I mean by extending the branch. So I'm working on the back of the leg, and I'm adding one of my loops, strands on here. And then I'm going to show you what I mean by you can extend it and make it a longer branch. Slow and easy, slow and easy. All right, so here we go. So this is the back of the leg that I'm working on right now. I used one of my loops, one of these. I went to the, no, so different when you're showing something on TV than in real person. All right, so this is the branch that I was working on. All right, so I used the, this is the first leaf, this is the second leaf into the V. You hear me talk about the V all the time. This is the third, fourth, and fifth. But you can see I still have wire up here. All right, now I could cut those off and this would be it. But I'm at the back of the body and there's some, I'm thinking this guy's got a little bit more growth in the back than in the front. So I am going to extend this with another set of leaves. And by doing that, I'm going to take this center leaf here and put it into the center of this V here and add the two extensions up there. So that's what I'm going to do. Twisting in between those spaces. I'm twisting nice and tight. Almost done. Good things take time. Get it all in there. All right, here we go. So I made this longer. So this is a nice long branch here. Goes all the way up. And then this is the add-on. So it's a nice long, so it will be able to cover his butt up a little bit. It'll cover up his butt. All right. And I'm gonna cut off the rest of this right here. So are we getting ready for Christmas? Are you making wire gifts, wire trees, maybe for family and friends? Using their favorite colors? Have you tried making the wire flowers? Um, is there anything on my YouTube that I could redo, or I did not explain well enough and you'd like to see it done over again? I know that I am not tech savvy, and I know that my playlist on this channel is kind of squirrely. Gets that probably probably because that's where my head is, squirrels. Um, but anyway, if there's anything that you might be interested in and you haven't seen it yet on YouTube, or you can't find it on YouTube, that has to do with wire, or a challenge that somebody has thrown out to you and you're just not sure how you would get it started, um, throw those kind of comments out. I would be more than happy to think about it and give you my best ideas, and then throw it back at you, and then you can go from there if you have that challenge in mind that you want to complete. Um, it's all about a group of minds that have the same kind of thought process as far as getting from point A to point B completed, and then being happy with it and putting your own techniques into it. So I can throw it out there, and then you, as the artist, can just put all of these different ideas from different artists and create your own piece. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna go with the next branch. I think doing live videos is a little bit harder because um, you're not really on a mission to get something done. You're just going with the flow. That is a little bit different than uh, putting uh, putting something together and then posting it. I'm sitting here not knowing what to say. Go a couple more minutes. But it's just been fun. I wanted to catch up with you guys for the past couple of weeks, but it has been busy. Um, I don't know if you follow me on Facebook. If you do, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Also on Instagram, I do the videos on Facebook and Instagram. And if you do TikTok, I do TikTok too. I'm on there. You can find me on TikTok. Um, I try to do different things on different platforms, keeping my artwork out there for everybody to enjoy and be inspired by. This branch also, I think I'm going to. No, I don't. I think I'm just going to let it short. I'm going to cut these off. Listen to me talking out loud. Like, all right, another branch done. Kind of. So this is the back of the tree entity. Okay. I've got one more branch here in the back. I think I will twist this up a little bit because this is long. I'm going to twist this up a little bit so that the branches, the green branches, will come up to maybe the middle of his back. So this is a long branch coming out of the back of his leg. Just going up to about his butt, and then making my leaves. So do you like coffee in the morning or tea in the morning? When you get up, do you have a big breakfast or a small breakfast? And I know that, life happens. So do you get up in the morning with a mission, or you just go with whatever comes along and what kind of mood you're in, and then go from there? For me, my basic routine is to get up in the morning, start my coffee. And I know that I've said this a couple times. If you have watched any prior videos, I love mushroom coffee. So that's what I drink in the morning. I have about 4 cups. So like I'm so wired up. It keeps me going. And then I'd say probably like around 11 o'clock, I'll have a piece of toast, and then I'm twisting. And then, of course, I take a couple breaks, but not too many long breaks. Back here in my chair, twisting. And then about 5 o'clock, I call it quits for about an hour and a half. Make something to eat. And then back in my chair, twisting some more. So this is what I do. This is, constant. Now, on the weekends, I'm sure I have also shared on the weekends, I have a small shop called the Onlytrees shop down at the Slatington Farmers Market. Shout out to Slatington, yeah! Slatington Farmers Market. Just a really cool place to hang out. There's everything and anything that you can think of. And coming into the Christmas season, it's just bustling with all different kinds of events happening, and shopping, and food court, and sports, and wineries, and breweries. Not too much outside activities anymore, but that was a big thing during the summertime. But that's where I am every single weekend. Enjoy it down there. I've been down there for about 3 years, and just having a lot of success with it. So if you ever pop into my area of Slatington, Pennsylvania, check out the Slatington Farmers Market. You'll probably see me there, twisting, sitting in my chair in the shop, twisting. All right, I got the 3 back branches done. Look at that. All right, very cool. It's coming together. So now that this bottom part is done, I think I'll make my feet look more like feet. I'm going to cut these off. So 240 strands of 22 gauge wire is what I use to create this outline for the tree entity. I'm cutting the ends off of my feet. I'm kind of making them long yet at this point. I didn't pick out the base that I'm going to be using, and that's always another thing that I think about. So I want to have the option that I can cut more wire off if I need to, but I will be able to stand this cutie up in the meantime. All right, now the other one. There's not too much waste in wire on this, to use every little bit of it. Ooh, this one's a tough one. Okay, got it. Maybe my wire cutters, I've been using these for a long time. Maybe it's time to get a new pair. Keep them sharp. It's like cutting toenails. You hear that sound in the background? That's what my husband says. Yep, cutting toenails again. It kind of sounds like that. That's kind of gross, but that's the sound. I mean, if you were blindfolded and you heard this noise. Good. All right, I cut my feet. No, I didn't. Oh, wait, I have one yet. There it is. Okay. So they look a little bit cleaner. You get an idea. These are the anchors that's going to go into the wood here. And then the feet. Okay, now when this is done, I'm not going to be on here that long. you won't see me finish this one. But when this is done, the wood here, these arms are going to be angled downward, and then the orb, there's a glass orb that'll sit in the center here, and then all of this tree entity will be bent over a little bit, hovering over the glass orb. All right, you guys, this was cool. So 43 minutes in doing a live. I am so thankful that you are here. If you have been inspired or you are inspired, this is the first time that you've ever seen me work on trees. I've got a lot of videos in this channel. Check them out. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell button, because you just never know when I'm going to pop on. You can do repeats on videos. If you've never done a tree before, in that playlist, I've got work on a wire tree with me, first time ever. There's a part 1 and part 2. If you go way back in the archives, I share my story on how I got started, and then the different trees that I've created and what to look out for, and what you might be able to do when you're creating your own, if you're coming into an issue, how you can blend your branches in for support on that crown of the tree, and then thinking, oh, I didn't use enough wire in my root system, and my crown of the tree is so heavy, and my tree is kind of wonky, it's not back and forth. All of those different hacks and different opportunities that might just get you to the end point that you're looking for while you're creating your wire tree. So, today being the 17th of November 2025, I thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you have an awesome, awesome day, and we will talk soon. All right, later. Enjoy. All I have to do is figure out how to turn it off. Yeah. I'm going to push a button here. They're going to come up. No. Yeah. Live. All right. Okay. I guess I'm on here for you guys. Okay. Let's figure this out. Judy, thank you. Thank you for all your kind words. Yes, I appreciate that. I'm on here, so talk about tech savvy. This is like not going anywhere. There should be a button like there. Nope, that's not it. Okay. All right. And option live chats. Yes, all. Okay, that's not it. Okay, I'm laughing at myself here. Help me out, guys. Reach through the camera and help me out. I don't know where the off button is. Or end button. It's not here. It's literally. Okay, this is funny. Yeah? No? My finger? I don't mean to be pointing at you. End. Is that what it is? All right. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yes, that's what's right here in front of me. All right, guys, I figured it out. Have an awesome day.